Alright, sorry for cutting this short last time, but I'm all prepared now. I'm on 13 hours of sleep, and I have some Oreos with me. I have plenty of Oreos. I kinda went full ham on this and, bought one of those giant retail boxes of Oreos that you're supposed to distribute for parties. But it's all for me. I'm the party. Yes, 13 hours of Oreos. The saddest part is that Oreos aren't even my favorite cookie. It was just there. And I thought, I gotta. God gave me this chance. I have to take it. You know, helps those who help themselves. Yes, this is exactly what theism was made for. So, last time, I think that I remember all the girls properly, but we'll probably get to see them, in action for an even better look at what their personalities are like this time. Oh man, I still remember Tara. Tara is amazing. Unfortunately, we cannot romance Tara because that's just me. That's just me in real life. There's Tara, miscellaneous. Oh, I liked Scarlet a lot, though. Scarlet and Yui. Her name was Yui, right? Our childhood friend? Why can't we romance you? Aw, thanks, Tuxie. Well, I should continue this game now. By the time I got there, Kat and the girls were surrounding a blackboard covered with scribbles and math equations. Oh god, is the first section math? Oh god, is the first, challenge section going to be math? Are the girls being challenged on their brains? Oh, that's right, since we're the suitor, are the girls competing for us? And that... and that's why Freya is the perfect soulmate for each of you. I see. I'm sorry, you just threw a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything. Hi, Ed. Hi, Chris. Look at all of these cute girls. Do any of them catch your eye? Let's see, from right to left, I believe that we have Yui, Tara, Scarlet. I know that she's an Ojo-sama. The lady. And she looks like an Amelia. 7 cute girls. Aw, thanks, Ed. It's like the BS math they show on screen in a movie. It's Hollywood hacking. I'm in his heart. Rarity and Applejack. Ah, you're late to the party, Freya. Did I need an explanation on why I'm my own soulmate? But you're just in time for the first alone time segment. Oh, alone time segment? Oh, is this safe for broadcast? You can't find your soulmate without having a little alone time together. What? That blush. On the far right. What are you thinking? Well, it's time to pick your first soulmate candidate. One of 2 lovely ladies you'll get to spend time with this week. Out of 2? So, without further ado, who's it gonna be? Wait, I have to choose already? I haven't even had the time to really talk with any of them yet. Rarity is a good girl. See, among the first main 6, it's been so long. Who was Mayoshi back then? I think probably Fluttershy? Among. No, not Among. No, Amogus. Don't think of it that way. Think of it more like, well, Who do you want to talk to the most right now? I want to talk to you, Cat. Alright, I guess. I like to spend today's alone time with... Oh, right, Allie, not Amelia. There's Allie. Alright, so from left to right, it's Allie, Violet, Cat, Scarlet, Tara, and Yui. I can't pick Cat? Oh, and sorry if the webcam gets a bit buggy. It tends to go wild when I rub my eyes. I don't know why. I looked it up and it just said something about tracking. It doesn't make sense. Why does it need to track my face? This is my real life face. Well, Scarlet, why don't you tell me about yourself? Scarlet. Alright, we'll make it happen. So, what are the other four going to do? Just sort of vibe? Also, I tried to have a streaming friend raid you, but you were already offline. Aww! Sorry, Chris. I just got real tired. But I'm all healed up today, probably. Except for my eyes, which are going wild. Which I understand that I do need in order to read, but don't worry. I can do it with my heart. Places, people! Let's have Freya start in the mansion, and you know where to bring Scarlet. Yes, ma'am! Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her. This reality television is staged? It didn't take long to find Scarlet. She found me first. I'll take in the sip. Okay. By the way, I'm interpreting taking a sip as eating an Oreo. She just burst through my door and was trying to catch her breath as she slammed it shut behind her. Is this a meet cute? Freya, thank God you're okay. Oh my God, what is happening? Oh, you hide the text bar with the space bar. Oh, that's gonna be useful. That's gonna be very useful. What's going on, Scarlet? Long story short, I experimented with some of the local fauna on the island earlier. There's really nothing like it. It's incredible, and I messed up my intro with you earlier, and... slow down? Scarlet, are we in danger? What? I made a new chemical compound that causes amnesia. It's amazing. What? Oh, that's not something you hear every day. The cool thing is, applying just the right amount to a person can make them forget specific things. Who they are, how to write, anything. How to breathe, maybe? Okay, yeah, my eyes are too wild. Just a sec, guys. It's gotta be somewhere here. This is me now, okay? Just take this to be me. Puma. That's right, Puma Freya. Get it from Mirage Coordinator on Twitter. Freya looking good today, right? With teeny tiny horns. Let me take my hat off. Actually, it would probably be better for headaches to not wear a giant metal hat, wouldn't it? Maybe I should consider that. Well, Scarlet says the bad thing is... Something slammed into the door outside. I almost jumped from the surprise. Give me brains and bananas. Applying too much turns people into rabid monkey zombies, bent on eating human brains. Scarlet? Scarlet, the staff isn't for human experimentation. And bananas. Potassium. That better be reversible, young lady. Dear God, not the bananas. Stop everything. One, get the banana. The door slammed again. It sounded like it was about to be knocked down. We need to get out of here, and fast. Four busted through the door and blocked our only exit. Give me brains and bananas. I'll get him out of the way. It'll give you time to run. I've got a better idea. Oh? Does Scarlet maybe have some fighting EXP? Scarlet blasted forward with a white powder covering his face entirely. He flailed wildly for a few seconds, then fell to the ground unconscious. Is he dead? Is he going to be okay? I guess we'll find out. Scarlet! For now, let's focus on getting out of here. She threw cocaine at him. Yep, this is one heck of a first date. We ran outside of the mansion as fast as we could. How did this even happen? Ooh, I was afraid you would ask that. Scarlet, I heard from Tara that you lost your memories, and I wanted to see if I could help you get them back. Oh. So I may have experimented on the Brothers 5 to see if I could erase their memories and bring them back. I must have done the numbers wrong. I added way too much. Too much what? I didn't realize their brains were so empty in the first place. Don't be mean to them. In a weird way, that's really sweet, Scarlet. Thanks. Please don't do that. I'll fix this, I swear. I just need time to make an antidote. Luckily, I left my tools and supplies pretty near here. We can stay there till we've got an antidote. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Oh, just the two of us, alone in the lab. Scarlet, you lobotomized and zombified them. Don't mock them after the fact. Wait, where are the other girls? Do you think they're still inside? They're actually trapped inside the library right now? We should probably go back and save them. I don't know how to say this, but have they also been zombified? I accidentally turned them into zombies too. But they were a little bit much, so I locked them in the library. We're doomed, aren't we? At least Kat and Damien are okay. Scarlet and I passed the time talking about the craziness that was going on and coming up with a plan to save everybody. She seemed to be quite frazzled despite seeming so put together, but I could tell she really did care about the infected. Not enough to prevent this from happening in the first place, but enough. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. I watched her build a machine that she insists can turn them back to normal, but looking at it, I can't help but be a little skeptical. Well, let us see the machine. All right, it's showtime. You really think this will work? You bet. I made it after all. Yeah, and we've seen a 100% success rate with your inventions. Well, I guess... I mean, it did succeed in inflicting amnesia. Looks like the coast is clear here. We walked to the outside of the library undetected, but we definitely weren't alone in here. All right, it's time to save our friends. Brains! Aw, they're so cute. They're coming right at us. Nothing to worry about. Oh my god. She is just straight up mowing them down. I'm sorry, what? Oh, nothing. You sure that's gonna cure them? Of course, what does it look like I'm doing? Actually, let me hide the text box. Oh man, and that thing looks so heavy too. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Oh, I can't breathe. The sound just keeps going. Something told me Scarlet was enjoying this a little too much. Look at those healing bullets. I take my eyes off the cameras for 1 second and there's zombies in the house. Not for much longer, promise. We spent the rest of the day administering the antidote to each person. Each of them knocked out as soon as we delivered the cure. I can't imagine why. Out the shells, you losers. Not quite the first date you expected, huh? But, well, as long as you blew off some stress, I'm fine, Scarlet. You can say that again. It was definitely a first, though. Out of all the ways that this date could have gone, this was definitely one of them. You know how much it costs to fire a burst from a minigun, right? God dang. To be honest, any girl who brings out a Gatling on the first date is worth it. Scarlet, you bankrupted New Asia. Kat told me that to make a date exciting, I had to get your heart racing. I think I did a pretty good job at that. I guess that's technically true, but aren't there easier ways? Something tells me this woman is full of more surprises. I stumbled back to my room and plopped onto my bed. You're insane. Let's never talk again. No. I was about to close my eyes when I heard a knock at the door. Oh, who is it? I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Freya. Sorry to bother you this late. Oh, is it time for another reality show segment? Hi, DG the Panda. I solved a zombie crisis? Or I watched Scarlet solve a zombie crisis? That was a date. It's alright. What's up, Kat? Don't mind me, just gonna make myself real comfortable. Kat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. Nice! Oh my god, you have no idea how much better your beds are compared to the staff. Who's your chosen girl so far? Since I had to leave early yesterday, I just did the first day today. I met Scarlet. I sure did have a time with Scarlet. You'd think the ones actually working here would get treated nicely. I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. I'm guessing you're not coming to my room at night to start a workers' union? Hey, maybe she is. I wonder, What would you want me to come to your room for instead? Oh, I can think of a few things. You think 5 women would be enough for a person? You're incorrigible, Freya. Oh. Anyway, as the producer, I'm obliged to help you survive until the end of the show. Are there hazards besides, getting summarily executed if the girl says no at the end? Are there other hazards? Just until the end of the show, I'm heartbroken. Being your babysitter doesn't pay well enough to make it a long-term gig. I'll be checking in with you each night to let you know how you're doing and give you some advice here and there. That's nice of you. Thanks, Kat. Well, to be honest, finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. You just had to deal with the zombies, Freya. Back to topic, our audiences really loved your date with Scarlet today. Oh, that got edited real quickly. Impressive. I don't know if I'd call what you two had a date, but you two have become quite a popular ship for our viewers. We did put on quite a show, didn't we? If that's what you want to call it. No kidding. There's not a person who watched today's broadcast who doubts that she's your first soulmate candidate. That said, let's sprinkle a little more drama into the mix. Oh, going on another date with another girl? More romance, more love triangles, less zombies. So tomorrow, I want you to find who your other soulmate candidate is and ask them out on a date. Alright. Sounds good to me. More drama than zombies. I mean, zombie television was so last year. Really? I would have expected you to want to spend more time with Scarlet right away, especially considering what just happened. So Kat knows that I'm a big fan of Big Iron. I get that, but at the end of the day, we need ratings, and those are coming from people who want to see love triangles and whatnot, right? Ooh, cold. Fewer zombies, Kat. That's right, Ed. The Big Iron. Big Iron. Hip. That's exactly right. Without those ratings being high every day, they'll axe the show and your life. What? Excuse me? I guess that makes sense in a messed up way. They're just gonna cancel it mid-season? How are they gonna explain that? I'm impressed at how well you took that. Is this not your first time on a life or death killing dating show? I mean, I did play the demo for Date or Die. Oh man, I wonder how development on that is going. The last time I checked, it was on indefinite hiatus. Oh man. Can't say that it is. Well, that's pretty much what I needed to tell you before tomorrow. It's getting late, and we both got big days tomorrow. How about we call it a night? Sounds good to me. If it's worth anything, I'm sorry. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Freya. I like her. She's just doing her job. Good night, Kat. She left my room, closing my door behind her. I went back to laying on my bed and closed my eyes. I kept thinking about Scarlet before I slept. The sound of waves crashing against the shore. Hey. I can hear a woman's voice call out to me within a dream. You probably can't hear me in there, but I try to respond, but no words come out. Freya, promise me one thing. Don't forget. Don't you dare forget. I'm with you in the dark. Oh, I'm sorry, Mystery Voice. It's kind of too late for that. You promised. Promises are unbreakable, right? That's what you told me. Yui? You promised. But you lied, didn't you? The second one. Anyone else wake up with the world's worst headache? Tell me about it. What did we even do yesterday? Honestly, I can't remember. Though I did have a dream that we were being chased by someone. Oh, really? And who was that? I think it was Scarlet. With a big gun? You got your brains lobotomized. Got all scrambled up. What are the odds of that? I think I dreamt the same thing. As did I. She locked us in the library, then shot us to pieces. Whoa, that's the same dream I had. That's right, Lobotomy Corporation. It's a good game. What do you think made you all dream up that? Either way, it was just a dream. Yui used meat glare. It's super effective. Come now, there's no point getting upset at someone at what they did in a dream. You're right, Violet. And yet... I seem to remember you being there too, Freya. Big Iron Scarlet cucks all of Find Love or Die Trying. F you, date or die, you're next. Oh man, how am I going to talk my way out of this one? Some way or another, Scarlet and I managed to convince everybody it was a crazy coincidence. At least I think we did. Violet was skeptical. Naturally, she had every right to be. Everything she dreamed really did happen. Hey, you weren't to pieces. Or to shreds. I mean, maybe your brains were, but you're fine. Let's hope this wasn't the kind of dream that comes back again. Alright. Oh, there you are, Freya. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your other soulmate candidate. You remember what we discussed yesterday, right? To shreds, you say. How could I forget? It's not like I've ever forgotten anything important before, except for, well, everything. Oh, right, the audience knows that we have amnesia too. Oh, what if, like, that pattern back there? What if it's because this is all a simulation, that we're in some sort of virtual reality, and we're a construct of this virtual reality, and, like, we were supposed to be having a dream there of a woman, but the graphics broke, and that's why we saw that grid, and Yui is another construct, and the others are, I don't know, playing a dating sim? I don't know. I like thinking up wild theories that are incredibly wrong. Save the snark for whichever poor girl you end up seeing today. Ow, that stings. It'll be just between your two soulmate candidates from here on out, so choose wisely. Oh, we don't get to see the others? Oh, geez. Wait, really? So, if we don't get chosen, what are we supposed to do? I'd say Scarlet's playing a third-person zombie shooter. You got me there. And Tara? Tara is playing that game where you play several games at once. What was it called again? Where, like, you have several different controls and they do several small mini-games at once? That was wild. I think it was on Newgrounds? No, not WarioWare. It was an independent game where there's, like, small games, like something like Pong, something like, what, Brick Breaker? Huh, yeah. Or maybe it was on Congregate? At any rate, it was pretty old. I think I know what you mean. Yeah. I wonder if that game is still available. If it is, like, if I can play it through anywhere except Flash, then, I think that I want to give that a try sometime. Anti-Idol, the game? It's not ringing a bell, but, I can look it up after stream. Well, for starters, we're in a tropical paradise. Think of it as a vacation. Oh, so the girls don't die. I see. Soulmates aren't real anyway, it's not a big deal. Kat says, after mathematically proving the other day that all of them are soulmates. There's Flashpoint? Like the TV series? I think it's on Congregate. They're not real? Oh, Yui's world is being destroyed. Oh boy. Freya, you might want to pick your second soulmate candidate quick. Wait a minute, Kat. Will we be splitting up the group after today? Nope. Don't worry, you'll still be able to hang out together. And who knows where that will go. Oh? No, Flashpoint is a program to play Flash games after Flash annihilated itself? Oh, cool. Good to know my battle plans will still come in handy. Well, Tara, your battle plans didn't save you during the zombie apocalypse. I mean, friendship plans. Good to know I still get to see my new friends. Yes, sir. So, without further ado, Freya, who's the unlucky girl? I'd like to spend some time today with Yui because I'm afraid that if I don't pick her, she's going to go yandere on me. Yui. Yes! I made a bet with For-You. No, that's not Yui. Yes, I made a bet with For-You choose Yui today. Cat, please. 4 is already being underpaid. Great choice, Freya. I knew I could count on you. Could you imagine if she made a bet with each of the brothers on which one you'd choose? All right, let's go. Let's get this show on the road. The forest to the north of the house was as serene as could be. Maybe she did. With each step forward, I felt the soft earth give away beneath my feet, and the wind caressed my skin. Green as far as the eye could see, and her in a flowing white dress, standing in the middle of it all. Hey there, Freya. What you doing all the way out here? Well, since this is reality TV, this is all staged. Which of these is smoother? I mean, then she's guaranteed to lose money. Not if the brothers are stupid enough. I was looking for Yui. I was hoping we could spend some time together. Then consider me the luckiest girl in the whole world. Yui had the cutest giggle, the kind that instantly put a smile on your face. Well, you found me now. Care to join me for a walk? I'd like that. Aww, she's so pure. We started to walk down the forest path together. Terrible things need to happen on her route, huh? Yeah, this is adorable. I couldn't help but be fascinated by her hair, flowing like water in the wind. I doubt you remember, but I'm from way out in the country. I grew up surrounded by animals, nature, you name it. It was just me and my grandma, my 2 little brothers, and the alpacas, and my bunnies Bun and Bun Bun, and the chickens, and too many farm animals to count. To answer your question from earlier, nature takes me back home. I didn't have a question from earlier. Do you still live there? Oh, thank you for the sip, Vivlio. For today, instead of sipping, I'm going to be eating some Oreos. I gotta keep myself well fed. Yeah. Yep, couldn't have it any other way. Though I had moved to the city for a bit, way back when. You know, that's when I met you. I see, so that was high school, huh? How'd we meet? Oh, well... You know, one thing I hated about the city is that everyone's in a rush. People just walk by each other as if they're obstacles to get past instead of, well, people. I came to the city alone, didn't know left from right. And I got lost. I swear every building looks the same. You can say that again. I tried to ask people for directions to where I would live or where the school was, but no one would give me the time of day. Except for you. I helped you? Yeah. You didn't even know me, but you took the time to help me figure my way around. Gosh, I'd never been so embarrassed in my life. Why were you embarrassed? Oh no, she has long conversations with neighbors in grocery stores. Oh no! You know. Shy. We found out later we went to the same high school, but we never talked too much after that. I'm sorry about that. Really? Because when we met before, you seemed quite adamant that we were pretty close and even made a promise. Yui? Oh, it's not your fault, Freya. I had to move back home pretty soon after anyway. Well, I'm happy I'm getting a second chance to get to know you better, Yui. I feel the same way, Freya. You're just like how I remember. Oh! Well, actually, the whole trying to date 5 girls at a time thing came out of nowhere, but life is full of surprises, I guess. It shouldn't take long to remove them from the equation. Okay, Yui is raising so many yandere flags right now that I'm starting to think that they're a red herring. What do you guys think? Sorry, what did you say? I couldn't hear you. Just a little joke. I was just saying I'm so happy to see you again. Here's to the future. We spent the rest of the day taking in nature and making up for lost time. Apparently I was always ending up in trouble back then. I guess not much has changed. She's always been watching, huh? Something about Yui made it so easy to open up. I found myself almost telling her the truth about the show several times. Even though I couldn't tell her the whole truth, I could tell her just enough of what was worrying me to make me feel at home and at ease. Whatever is getting you down, I'm sure it'll all be okay. No matter what, I am on your side, Freya. Fear! Big fear! I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Freya. Got a minute? I want to make Scarlet and Yui jealous. It'll be good for ratings. Cat! Cat, that's how you die! I'll remember. Happy day. Sorry, what? You're no fun. Anyway, she opened the door to my room and walked inside. I followed suit. I've got some good news. I'm all ears. Turns out my strategy worked. We've got enough ratings to avoid early canning. Don't get me wrong, people loved it when you and Scarlet were the main ship, but now, with Yui as some serious competition, let's just say online threads went from optimistic and united to downright murderous. Oh boy! Well, I'm glad to hear I get to live another day, even if some anonymous shippers don't. For now, at least. But that'll change quickly if our viewers don't feel like your relationships with both of them are progressing. Kat laughed, then took a seat on my bed. You know, I'm curious how you're feeling about Scarlet and Yui. Between those two, do you have a favorite? Honestly, Scarlet. Yui scares me, and I haven't even seen her with a gun. I think I have a better connection with Scarlet right now. It's amazing how brilliant she is, and I can't ever quite place her. She's fascinating. I had a feeling you'd say that, and you're right to say that. Well, we'll see how things go with Scarlet. Something tells me you'll get a chance to hang out with her again tomorrow. Ooh. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows? You might just be the first one to make it out of here. The first one! The first one! I see. Because we did hear that there were previous seasons, but she really did not tell us how those previous seasons went. Cat? Cat, maybe that's why your viewership was on decline. It doesn't really make good romance reality TV if, like, no couples get together at the end. So, Cat? Cat, I think that maybe you need to... Maybe you should change your pitch a bit instead of relying on the death thing? Where's our contract? There's got to be some stipulation. Night, Freya. Good night, Cat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Oh? I see waves crash soundlessly against the shore and dissolve to nothing before they reach my feet. This must be my dream. She's next to me. I can't make out her face or even hear her voice, but I know it's her. The way the pale moonlight dances in her hair is so nostalgic. You look like you've seen a ghost, Freya. You. Somehow I can't see your face, nor hear your voice, but I know it's you. I'm fine, don't worry about it. I hear my own voice speaking as if it were coming through an old cassette. Are you thinking about what's going on right now? $10 that it's better on this side. Out there, every day's a fight to stay alive. Here, at least there's food, shelter, a place to call home, and most importantly, high-speed and unlimited internet. I reach for her hand and hold it tight. And people that love you. Oh, God! Oh, did we have a girlfriend who died? And that's why we signed up for some dating show where the only options are to get a new girlfriend or to die? We need to make a kayak. Quick, Tara. Show us your crafting skills. I know. And I love you too. I know how lucky I am to be here, but I still want to see the other side. Why? You wouldn't survive a day out there. Same goes for me. Because it's real! It's real life. Where things happen that aren't planned by some producer, where living isn't just following a script. Hello? I'd do anything for just a taste of it. Excuse me? We've been over this. I know. I'm just so tired of this. What are we doing here, Freya? Hi, Mel! You're here to kill chaos? I felt the same way she did, but there was nothing we could do. Not if we valued our lives. Are we being Truman showed? There's no escaping from here alive. We're living another day. But what are we living for? I sighed. You really want to see the other side that badly? Yes. I laughed. When she had look in her eye, I knew there was no convincing her otherwise. Even if she had to go alone, she'd see it through. And I loved her for that. I guess you'll owe me $10 pretty soon. She laughed. You'll be the judge of that. Episode 3, Take a Chance. In the morning, the girls and I decided to hang out in the garden outside the house. Oh, wow! There's all kind of flowers here that I've never seen here. This is pretty depressing all of a sudden. All of a sudden! Oh, wow! There's all kinds of flowers here that I've never seen here before. Really? You've never seen a tulip? Never mind, I only grew hyacinths back home, so nope. Not even on the internet? And I thought I had to get out more. Yui, it's time to touch some grass. I can believe that. The only flowers I ever work with are Venus flytraps. Scarlet, I have questions. What do you do with those? Oh, you know. I like her, gamer girl. Yeah, Tara is very much a favorite. Well, we do a lot of experiments at the lab. Don't you ever find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a Venus flytrap that could walk and talk? No, not really. Literally never. It's whatever. She ran away 2 years ago. Like, can you give me a Venus flytrap? Those questions. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Both my neighbors lost their pet cats the same day, too. Oh no! Seymour! I miss you, Fluffy. You sure they were lost? Tea's ready! Oh, thank you, Violet. Thanks, Violet. I got a cup for everybody. The aroma from the tea really worked up my appetite. I have prepared some treats for us as well. Please enjoy. We spent the rest of the morning eating delicious treats and sipping on delicious tea as we theorized what might have happened to Fluffy. Let's not! Personally, my money's on the felines being the culprits. Every cat I've met has had a nasty surprise up their sleeve. The cats eloped. Based Violet. I figure it's time to talk with Cat about my next date, but I felt a tap on my back. Cat? Is that... I turned around and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was. Cat? No, this is Allie. Ah, sorry, Allie. What's up? She looked to see if anyone else was around before she spoke. Have you noticed anything weird lately? What do you mean? Something about this show gives me the creeps. Cat, Allie, cat. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, you know, 'cause it's gorgeous and all. But after I got there, I must have dozed off for a minute. Taking a nap in the forest at night. You're braver than most, Allie. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room on my bed. I see, so one of the 5 brothers must have carried you back. Isn't that romantic? And I swear, I don't remember ever walking back. Sounds pretty crazy if it really happened. You sure you didn't just have a weird dream? Now that you mention it, I tried Scarlett's cooking for fun last night. That was a big mistake. I see. So I'm going to need to be the chef of this household, huh? I'll do my best, Scarlett. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but... Do you notice anything strange happened last night? I don't think so. It was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Kat in my room, but that was it. Dang, 5 girls to date wasn't enough, huh? Yeah, you know me. Hey. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I'll just be staying away from Scarlett's cooking and chalk it up to a weird dream. Thanks for listening, Freya. Meanwhile, in the distance, one of the brothers 5 is just heartbroken. It's my pleasure, Allie. See you later. She ran off just as fast as she had come initially. Someone's in a hurry. Hey, Cat, I was looking for you. Afternoon, Freya. Same here. I wanted to ask, did your guys do anything last night to Allie? Oh? Ah, I see. So, even though they're not supposed to interfere, one of the brothers was just so in love that when he saw Allie alone there at night in the forest about to catch a cold, he had to drape his jacket over her and carry her bridal style back to her room and tuck her in. Wow. Eh? Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for Phase 2. You've done pretty decently with setting up Scarlett and Yui as your soulmate candidates. People are eating it up. The romance, whatever. More importantly, every time they're on screen, we get one heck of a ratings boost. Are we showing this live? From here on out, you'll only be going on dates with either of them. That will be your best bet to get out of here alive. That sound good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page as always, Freya. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? Ha ha ha. I guess I'd like to spend today with Scarlett. Huh. If making zombies doesn't count as a red flag, I'd love to see what your dating handbook looks like. But that's none of my business. I think Scarlet's somewhere around the mansion. We'll follow you. I found Scarlet out for a stroll outside the mansion. Sorry, had cookies in my mouth. She seemed a little down. Hey, Scarlet, you doing okay? Mole. It's just you, Freya. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, didn't mean to. It's, not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing, whatever it was. Guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why? You saved everybody. You wouldn't have needed to save anybody if it wasn't for me. I mean, at least you fixed it. You were clever enough to do it. Hey, at least we don't have banana zombies running around anymore. What zombies? What kind of game is this? I mean, it's a dating game. What do you think, Mel? Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. Still, they wouldn't have been running around in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, that's true, but hey, it makes for great TV, which inadvertently is pretty good for keeping me alive. But I'll keep quiet on that. Besides, you did it because you were trying to help me get my memories back. That means more to me than I can say. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again, and I'm sure this time, let's not worry about that for now. Thanks, though. I appreciate it. For now, I just wanted to get to know you better, Scarlet. We got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me in making up for lost time? Oh, just like with Yui? That would be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go if it's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. At least I think you won't. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Should I be worried? Yes. Well, what's our date spot for day 3? Behold, is this a karaoke booth? Does this island have a karaoke booth? Or no, is this a disco? There's a nightclub in the mansion? There is now, I mean. What? Do you have a permit for this? Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam, and Scarlet, where do you get the materials for this? Okay, I cheat a little bit. I made a robot that made the nightclub for me, but it still counts. Scarlet, that's more impressive. I think you're probably the first person ever to say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's amazing. Heck yeah. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. You get the feeling? What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you, oh my god, she has amnesia too. Actually, maybe you're the one person who would. Maybe it's worth a shot. Could she be like me? There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. There was a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds. People trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research. A gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early and got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We helped them forget their most painful, most traumatic memories and move on. Oh my god! Scarlet is responsible for True Remembrance. Did anyone here play True Remembrance? I did when I was younger, but I can't actually remember much of the plot now. Oh my god, Scarlet is responsible for True Remembrance. It was my life's work, you know? But now I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere with our research. Sounds like it was pretty traumatic to you, Scarlet. To be completely honest, I can't really remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test it on someone else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. The crazy thing is, I went from that to being on some kind of dating show? What the heck? I guess it does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week? Who wrote this, an idiot? Hey, don't be mean to Damien. But what do I even have to lose at this point? I wouldn't look at it that way. I can't remember anything either, but I am alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist, huh? That's worth something. I guess you'd understand better than anyone. What do you plan to do after this is all over? Honestly, I don't know. I don't even know if I have a job. I want my memories back, but if I can't get them back, I just try to make the best of things. That's some plan. Aw, that's really cute. I'm still working the details out. Give me a break. At least you remember some things. I couldn't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations. The good things, the bad things, about forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting the embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. God, I wish that were me. We lamented the moments that truly made life worth living, the moments that made your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea if you're interested. Let's hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who'd agree to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, Freya. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. We got him! That's... Shh, let me finish. Regardless on who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. If you'll be mine, I can't remember the first time that I felt a little better about what happened. I'd want you to feel better about the past, too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world. It's sad enough, you know? And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after all this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlet. Oh, she's such a good girl. I'm glad. But, how to say... What does that face mean? I'd still prefer it if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. Just saying, but out of all the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Asian Science Exhibition, and I laughed out loud as she listed her accomplishments one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to... We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stopped, and she never let go of my hand during our walk. Oh, that's saucy. Well, I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on my door. Come in, Cat. Hey, Cat, I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Sorry about that, I got tied up in some things. Is everything okay? Good as always. So, like, bad? Team Scarlet. Care to join me for a walk? Sure, that sounds nice, I say, but I'm lying. Then away we go. That's right, Mel, this is super gay, because I'm a girl, and I'm going to be kissing girls. We walked at a relaxed pace, with Cat slightly ahead, leading the way. To meet and know the other girls made me like her even more. She's full of surprises, but most importantly, I'm the happiest when I'm with her. That said, so far hanging out with her has been more than a little dangerous, but I like that. I'm a masochist, you see. Aw, that's cute. Also a perfect answer for the cameras. Thank you very much. I guess you'll be giving Scarlet's fanbase some more things to go rabbit over soon, hmm? You can say that again. Perfect. Well, I'm happy you've got at least one girl you're really interested in, but it helps you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow you'll be going on a date with your other soulmate candidate instead. Let's milk this love triangle for all it's worth. Sound good to you? I'm noticing a pattern in making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. None of us really have a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I've got to get back to editing today's footage. You ready to head back to the mansion? Sounds good to me. We walked back in comfortable silence. Night. See you later, Cat. If we get caught trying to escape, there's no telling what would happen to us. It's a chance we'll have to take. I know, but we need to know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone by now, Freya. We'll be fine. I'm not so sure. Damien's brought in that scientist for his latest experiment. Oh, so we're familiar with Damien. All I've heard is that she's the one who built the prototype. The one Damien used to turn 6 into a vegetable. There was a 6! Oh god, that's tragic! Not to mention the old test audiences too. Even the audience! I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now, and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught... I get what you're trying to say. They broke up Osamatsu-san. Oh god, they did! Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You didn't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by, but every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. Second go. Oh god, is Kat the girl in the dream? And this is punishment for us too? Being forced to work for the latest season of this reality TV show? The next day, I woke up to the sound of an explosion outside. I ran outside as fast as I could. What did Scarlet do now? What the... The first thing I saw was Scarlet and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. Oh, hey there, Freya. Nice weather we're having, huh? Hey, Scarlet? You okay? I'm pretty good, all things considered. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories, without the whole monkey zombie bit. I figure if you and I ever, well, you know, I'd want us to know everything about each other. No secrets. Aw, I like that, Scarlet. Thanks. I'll let you know if I make any progress with that. I gotta clean this up. Give me a minute, and then we can head to the forest. I've been meaning to spend some time there since I got to this island. Sounds good by me. Ooh. We walked together through the forest hand in hand. I am still very wary of that face. Scarlet? Scarlet, I'm a good Christian woman. Talking about things we do after we got this island. Talking about everything and anything. It's a good face. It's drawn well. She's gonna eat you alive. What? After we're off this island, whatever happens, do you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure, but why a movie? You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day. That's something I could never forget. And I'd like it if I could be that way with you. Aww. But don't we have a date scheduled with Yui today? What do you say? I like that. Yay! Scarlet did a little dance of happiness. Aww. She's a scary lady. She's an angry tiger. She's a man gobbler eater. She's a man eater. Are you sure about that, Ed? We spent the rest of the morning together in the woods, enjoying each other's company, and maybe a Wait, we did what? Somehow, in the middle of it all, I forgot what kind of show I was on in the first place. It was just me and her. You didn't do anything like inappropriate for television, did you? Did you? In this moment, more than ever, I was glad to be alive. Did you climb the stairs to adulthood? I guess Lady Eater, in this case, is the girl not before marriage. What? Ugh, my head. You okay? You don't look so good. Not so loud. My head's killing me after I had a ton of wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the woman who decides whether I get to live or die every night. Oh, that didn't count as spoiling it, did it, Kat? And she was very, very drunk when she did just that. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. Clearly you're still alive, Freya, so that's all good. Oh, okay, so none of the girls are here. Okay, good. Believe me, you'd drink too if you worked here. Just look at the Brothers 5. Used to be the Brothers 6. Working at Futuristic Evil Corporation, TM, has to come with some benefits, right? You'd think, but we still have to pay for dental out of pocket. What? Cat, let's really form a union. Before I forget what the show's all about, today's the day you go on a date with... Who was your other soulmate candidate again? Cat! It was Yui. Why is this an option? Was there an option to just lie to her? To say it was you? Yui? How much did you drink last night, Cat? Oh, whatever, I knew that. Just testing you, duh. They don't even have dental. Right. Alright, let's get this second date with Yui started. Woo! Oh! Someone tell the world to stop spinning. I'm doomed. I could see Yui waving at me from the top of the hill. Hey there, Freya. It's nice to see you again. It's nice to see you too, Yui. You, wanted to show me something? Oh, gotta go for now? Bye, Chris! Good luck not dying. I'll do my best. Now that I was closer, I could see Yui was holding one hand behind her back. Now I think she's holding both hands behind her back. Believe me, it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Behold! It's a bunny! Oh, look at that! Look! Banoy! 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 It wasn't a Banoy! Where did this little guy come from? To be honest, I have no idea. I wonder if he's a wild one or maybe somebody's pet? Oh, look at him. Oh, look at those little paws. Oh, look at his little feetsies. Oh, look at his little ears. Oh, look at the little mouth. Oh. So, I've been taking care of him since I found him. I just couldn't help myself, you know? Yui's smile was as earnest as could be. Didn't you have a pet bunny back home? I had two, Bun and Bun Bun. Both of them are total rascals, but Bun 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 here is a good boy, aren't you? She nuzzled against Bun Bun Bun's head. Aww. You are. Nuzzle, nuzzle. We played with the bunny for a little while. She picked the bunny up and held it in her arms. Bun 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 looked quite content. You know, you're pretty amazing with animals, Yui, but not as amazing as Bun 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 is. Who's a good little Bun Bun Bun? Bun Bun Bun. Bun Bun Boon. Bun Bun Boon. Banooey. Well, I've been surrounded by animals my whole life. Back at home, well, to be honest, it was more of a barn than anything. Since my brothers were too young and Grandma was getting up there, I take care of all the animals. Grandma's taken care of them ever since they were born. I like her naming scheme. Me too. Bun 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 soon. My parents were supposed to take care of them after Grandma retired, but, well, you know, life happens. I'm just glad to have what I have. Oh! Bun 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 had managed to squeeze out of her hands and ran off. We gotta catch him! Let's go! On it! I ran as fast as I could after Bun Bun Bun, but it was no use. The distance kept widening. Before long, we couldn't even see him anymore. Sorry, I couldn't catch him. He's really fat for something so small. Must be running back to his bun family. Don't worry about it. Bun 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 likes to do this all the time. He's a bit mischievous, but he won't do anything dangerous. We can take our time looking for him. If you're willing to help. Of course, Yui. I always want to see bunnies. We started walking towards where we last saw Bun Bun Bun, right after we caught our breath again. Gosh, isn't it so nice to be outside? The smell of fresh air, the breeze. There's nothing like it. There really isn't. I smiled. At first, I was really excited to go to the city. There's so many people, so many things to do, so many beautiful things. And most of all, I got to meet you. Shucks, you're going to make me blush. And also make me very fearsome. Fearful, not fearsome. But well, I am fearsome. I am a fierce Viking. She laughed and slapped me on the arm. Even so, the city's just not my thing. It's a little bit funny. Though the reason I had to come home all of a sudden was terrible, a little part of me was glad to be home. Have you ever had that feeling before? I have. It's strange, but sometimes there's good in the bad, and sometimes that good can outweigh the bad. Exactly. You get it, Freya. You're the only one who understands me, Freya. You're the only one for me in this whole wide world, Freya. You'll never leave me, will you, Freya? My family's never been closer. And that's all I want. They told me to make a lot of money in the city, make something of myself, all that. It might seem old-fashioned, but I just want to put the people I love first, above all else, above the law. That's all you got in life, really. I'm curious, what do you put first in life? Well, which of these will make Yui the least likely to stab us? Why isn't there a food option, right? I guess maybe food is bundled up with happiness. Happiness seems nice and vague. Happiness. If you don't have that, what do you have? Oh, is that so? I think we'd make a great team then. We talked for several hours about what we wanted out of life. We seemed to match up perfectly. I was beaming the whole time. I see, almost like she researched our tastes, huh? It was hard to believe that. It's Bun Bun Bun! Yui pointed in front of us, and sure enough, there was Bun 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 chomping on a bush. I'd never seen anyone move so fast. Yui descended on Bun 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 like a hawk and grabbed him in an instant. You are going back to your den, you bad little bunny. But I'm glad you're safe. She nuzzled her face against his fur. Bun 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 was practically purring with delight. Then she looked straight at me. I can't promise I can give you the most exciting life with the most twists and turns around every corner. But I can promise that if you chose me, I'd always be on your side, no matter what. Whatever you were, I'd come running. Always. Rabbit noises. What kind of rabbit purrs? A rabbit that's actually in a virtual reality world. She took a step towards me and kissed my cheek. Bold! We locked eyes, and for that time all I could see was her, and how beautiful she was. Bun 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 seemed to be a little jealous after that. Thanks again for the help, Freya. Being with you made this all go a lot faster, and made it really special to me. Anytime, Yui. I'd be happy to. We walked back together to the mansion, holding hands and smiling all the while. To be honest, if you're worried about living, Yui is probably best bet. Probably. But considering Scarlet made a gun so quickly, even if it's not a lethal gun, I think that I could trust Scarlet to protect me. And protect herself. If given enough warning, of course. I was feeling too restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went out for a walk downstairs. Oh, hey Freya, I was just about to go up to check in on you. Hey there, Kat, what's up? Huh. There were some fancy desserts here from last week, but I can't find them anymore. Guess I'll take that out of the Brothers Five's paychecks. No! Don't be mean to them. How do you know it was them? They're like clockwork. Allie? Munch, munch, munch. Allie looked like a deer in the headlights on the other end of the kitchen. Kat hadn't seen her yet. She made direct eye contact with me, then hightailed it out. Snitch! Please! Please! Please rat on her. I like Allie, but the brothers are already suffering enough. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you. What's up? How'd your date with Yui today go? It was awesome! Got to pet a bunny! It felt like it was out of a fairy tale. You and I spent the whole day just taking in the nature, talking about home and family. She's totally wife material. Isn't she? Yui's amazing. You know, before the show even started, she was my personal favorite. I can see why. Oh, so Kat ships childhood friends. She's got such a big heart. I'm in awe of her. I really love that about her, that she can be so kind and thoughtful, even when life gives her a losing hand. Yui's really a one-of-a-kind, especially nowadays. If you don't get the chance to be engaged to her by the end of this show, good luck ever getting a chance to. I've got a feeling that she has a long, long line of people wanting to date her after the show. They'll have to get through me first. Oh, they will. Anyway, you're probably safe for at least another day thanks to the ongoing rivalry between Scarlet and Yui, even though we haven't seen any rival events. Are we going to see those tomorrow? Maybe Scarlet and Yui facing off? The stakes are rising, and so are our precious ratings. So, without further ado, it's time for Phase 3. You've only got one date left with each of them before the final day. So, make 'em count. You're not out of the woods just yet. Will do. Alright, good. Well, I need to get back to preparing for tomorrow's show. And you better rest up for tomorrow. You only get one first, third date with a girl, right? Sounds good to me, Kat. See you later, Freya. Good night, Kat. And thanks for the help. I realize I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. Alright, we're out of the mansion. Next stop, the beach. I told you the staff wouldn't suspect a thing. That's because nobody's been stupid enough to try to escape till now. Maybe people should have been a little more stupid a little sooner. Easier said than done. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along. We'll go through the forest. Come on. We ran through the forest as if the devil were chasing us. The truth was not far from it. Okay, I can see the pier now, and the boat. We're this close to getting out of here. She always put on her bravest face when she was afraid. We're going to make it, right? Of course. The boat's just a little further and no one's on our tail. I can't believe it. We're finally getting out of here. We're finally going to leave, Freya. About time if you ask me. I've dreamt of this moment every day since who knows how long we've been trapped here by now. But I never thought I could escape till I got to know you. I laughed. You're giving me too much credit. It was your idea. Find any other sane person and they would have told you the same things. Sane people didn't try to escape with me. I wouldn't have stayed sane if it weren't for you, though. Oh, mysterious dead ex-girlfriend or cat. She laughed. That was my favorite sound. Let's get back to matters at hand. We both know that this is where the rubber meets the road. Yeah. Now it's just a mad dash to the finish. You ready to run? No. I'm kidding, let's go. That favorite sound of mine once more. I hope it's not the last time I hear it. Well, third time's the charm. You've got to be kidding. My goodness, she really said that? Yeah, and she was all like, whoa, what the heck is that? A flash of white raced through the kitchen, sending the girls into a frenzy. What the heck is that? Boo, sorry. Yeah, my favorite sound. It was so sweet. Yui practically bulldozed through the other girls in the kitchen. What's going on? I take it back! Bun is a bad boy! Oh, a bad boy bunny? He just seemed so well behaved. I thought I'd let him outside again and... Bun effortlessly swerved past Yui under Violet and leapt onto Allie. What? Bun somehow made his way up to her head and took her cap in his mouth. Aw, that's really cute. Hey, give that back. Bun seemed to sneer at Allie, then leapt away and ran off. That's right, Odango. Get back here. Oh, the buns. The bun exposed the buns. Allie started chasing Bun with all she had, but somehow he always stayed one step ahead of her. This looks like a job for me. I'm going to need a Venus flytrap and a few bottles of We Want Bun Alive. Bun leapt out to Scarlet. Ah, get off! It is quite humorous that a mere bunny has eluded you all for this long. Think you could catch it? Why, of course. Watch a master at... Bun leapt onto Violet's face. Ah, get this foul creature off of me! Bun sneered with contempt. Someone do something! At that moment, I realized that Terra was recording Violet's struggles. Is that not against the non-disclosure agreement? I'm helping in just a second. Bun leapt off of Violet onto the kitchen floor and ran out. Give me my cap back. She wants her hat back. I do suppose a nice rabbit stew is on for lunch today. Ah, I guess I should help too. I'll start prepping the salt and pepper. You up to help, Freya? Oh no, I'm not good at cooking. I don't see why not. Time for round 2. Now quick, before he gets too far. I'm right behind you. We spent the rest of the morning trying to catch Bun. Emphasis on trying. That bunny is on something. I'm calling it now. We finally managed to catch him by baiting him with some food Violet reluctantly made, and even then he didn't make it easy. Let's hope the rest of the day is a little more relaxed. Morning, Freya. Time sure flies, huh? The show's almost over, and you'll be able to go back to your regular life soon, assuming you come out of here with a life. No idea if that's gonna have any less headaches, though. Who knows? As strange as it sounds, I've had some fun here. I want my hat back by Allie. My hat is gone. I want it back. The whole getting murdered thing isn't great, but it hasn't been all bad. I did mention that other people would kill to be in your position. On second thought, they definitely haven't thought it through enough. Probably not. Well, back to business. It's time to pick who you'll go on your first third date with. Who's the unlucky soulmate candidate today? Just to keep things fair, I'm gonna pick Yui first this time. Yui. The moment's finally here. The final date with the best girl. Try not to be too biased, Kat. Remember, if you mess this up, there's an army of people out there waiting to take your place. Not planning on it, Kat. You didn't plan to lose your memories and ended up on an insane TV show either, But look how that turned out. Life sure is funny, huh? You're telling me, life's never what you'd expect. But having a life with Yui, you'd be the luckiest person alive. And I'm not saying that because I've got money on you picking her. You promise? Let's get those cameras rolling, people! Well? I could see Yui from my room's window, walking around the front of the mansion. It looked like she was looking for something. I practically jumped down the stairs, then ran outside to see her. Hey there, Freya. What's the hurry? You look like you're in quite the rush. I just wanted to see you a little earlier. Aww. Gosh, that's really sweet of you. I've been meaning to see you too. I've just been doing a lot of thinking since you helped me get Bun Bun Bun. Ah, how's the big bee doing? There's a bee? Come to think of it, that's why I came out here. He ran out here in a hurry, and I was trying to catch up. Again. Though this has already happened a few times, and each time he somehow makes it back in my room. I'm sure he's fine, I wouldn't be worried. I just can't help myself, you know? When I love something, I just want to keep it close to me all the time. Locked in my room, forever, no escape. You're a really sweet person, Yui. I love that about you. You are too, Freya. Do you have time today to hang out? There's something I'd like to do with you. Of course I do, for you. Even if it's a little boring? I'm sure it can't be that boring if it's with you, you know? Whatever it is, I'm down. Okay, here we go. And so we walked together to the beach and started fishing side by side. Ah, now this is the life. I have to admit, this isn't what I expected, but I guess everything needs a fishing minigame. This was by far the best way to pass the time out in the countryside. To be honest, I'm not much for crazy activities like skydiving or shopping trips. I'd rather just spend my days quietly with the person I love, talking from dusk till dawn, every day, nothing else. Just enjoying each other's company, you know, and nobody else's. That's the best. Is this okay with you? Of course it is, Yui. Getting the chance to learn more about you, to try the things you like, that's where the real fun is. Yeah, that's true. When I like somebody and they're really into a hobby, I try to, see if I can get into it too, because it's nice to have more things in common. I used to get Luke into all sorts of stories, and he would recommend me some. There's some that I haven't been able to touch since the breakup. I mean, one day I'll be able to, though. I'd also much prefer that to doing crazy things all the time, too. Though I do think shopping trips aren't really in the same category as skydiving. They are when you live deep in the country. Hey, you up for a little contest? Sure, let's do it. What is it? Want to see who can catch more fish? Oh, that is very bold. Oh, she is going to destroy me. You're on. Apparently I had fanned the flames of Yui's competitive spirit. For the next few hours, we kept on at it while we enjoyed each other's conversation and company. Yui was a natural. She was catching fish left and right. Well, yeah, she spent years doing this. I've never even fished before. Each time she caught one, she let it back into the ocean, and each time I wondered when my first one would bite. I never ended up catching a single one. But that didn't matter. What did was that we were having a ball. Thanks for indulging me, Freya. Hey, I had a lot of fun too, Yui. Don't worry about it. You don't have to lie. I know I'm not like the other girls. She's different. She doesn't go on shopping trips. She reads books. I grew up with nothing, and it shows in how I spend my time, what I wear, everything. I love you so much, you know? She's just dropping the L word so easily. If I had you, I'd give you all the love in my heart, every moment of every day. She sometimes leaves you tied to a bed. I really would live for love. That's what I've always wanted. The red flags keep piling up. But I know I could never give you all the things everyone else could. The money, the acclaim, the excitement. And I find myself worrying. What if you picked me and the second we leave this island, you realize that I can't give you the life you deserve and you start to hate me? I don't know what I'd do if it came to that. In that case, I think I'd probably resort to Shinju. So, before it comes to that, I want to ask you, would just me be enough? Oh God! Oh God, why is this a choice? Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Does this lead to a death ending? Oh God. Oh God. Oh, or maybe if I say yes, it'll lead to a bad ending later on for leading her on? Just Yui, just Yui, just Yui, just Yui. So I know how I feel. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that saying this would be a terrible idea for ratings. After all, the more girls that are in the running, the higher the ratings are. Of course you'd be enough, Yui. Everybody gangsta until you need to save the game. Oh, and we lied. I don't need to be in the spotlight. I don't need to be rich. More than all that, I want you and just you. Just Yui. I've waited so long to hear you say that. Oh, right, you need the show to run till the end of the week. Oh! She pulled me close and kissed me. Without asking. I love you so much. I always have and I always will. I'll always put our happiness first. I'll make you so happy every day. I'm sorry, Yui. Here on out, it's just going to be me and you. I just can't hold myself back anymore, Freya. She pushed me onto the word. Perhaps I shouldn't have picked Yui. Yui? My heart isn't into it. Just like with Scarlet, we didn't do anything that would be inappropriate for airing on television, right? After today's date with Yui, I decided to take a stroll around the mansion. Well, you survived by someone falling in love with you, not falling in love with them. You got me there, Tuxedoji. This is a horror game, actually. The night was as clear as could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I need to put on more. I found myself fixating on the moon without thinking. I thought I'd find you here. So congratulations, any death will be unrelated to the show. Why's that? Just a gut feeling. And the island-wide surveillance system. You doing okay? No! Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. It didn't feel real earlier today. Freya, they're going to air your execution live on air if you're really gonna skimp on the scandalousness. They at least did, like, censoring though, right? Through, like, real classy angles? Through, like, really professional angles? Time sure flies, doesn't it? You only got the last third date with Scarlet tomorrow, and the final ceremony on the day after. Only for the people who didn't pay for the premium package. Oh, God. Speaking of which, how was your date with Yui today? No. It was alright. Not the way I wanted it to go. I'm sorry to hear that. I won't pry. But didn't she see it, though? Pay-per-view, baby. I guess 3 dates wasn't enough to see if someone's marriage material after all. Who knew? Anyway, I love to stay and chat, but I've got to get some work done tonight to prep for the ending of the show. You know what? I could use some company, and it's not like you were up to anything. Kat reached her arm out to me. I put my hand in hers on instinct. With her hand in mine, she pulled me with her to the library, where, there's a portrait of her and Damien on the wall. Now, you're probably wondering, why did I bring you here of all places? You like to read? Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of every single run of the show, building and security details, guard schedules, and most importantly, salary records. Why is that just here? For people to just read whenever they want. It's hidden in plain sight as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them, though. They're pretty useless to the average person. Aw. Interesting and also a little unnecessary. Who here is going to read a book? Hey! Oh, I knew the state of education was bad, but not this bad. It still doesn't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I have this lovely chair and table here that I do so love to work on. And it's truly, truly exhausting for me to get up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch each book I need to reference. So, you want me to grab your books for you so you can just stay here. I'm so glad you understand. And I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive, and it's just a teeny tiny favor. I couldn't help but laugh at her mock pout. Sure, Kat, it's the least I can do. Great! Alright, to start, I need you to grab me the Princess of Averanda, 100 easy recipes for a Philosopher's Stone, and is this all organized by the Dewey Decimal System? I regret everything. It's not organized by the Dewey Decimal System. This must be the 100th batch of books I've had to deliver. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed this system should be shot. I tried to read a few of the books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seem to be like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help, Freya. I'll send you a thank you card for when you're off this island or something. At that rate, that was pretty much slave labor. I like to think of it as more of unpaid charity work. You got one last day tomorrow. Don't mess it up. I'm curious, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of here? Honestly, I'm not sure. The amnesia, remember? Maybe try to figure out what my life was before? Who knows? That's as good a start as any. Well, I gotta get back to editing. Night, Freya. See you, Kat. Guess I'll head back to my room and call it a night. The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility we could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship, wouldn't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then. He couldn't find the words to say. I love you. I love you too, Freya. I wish we could have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. And that's left to do is wait. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. Episode 6. No surprise considering how yesterday went. I lay in bed for a while to try to conserve what energy I could for the day. Guess it's time to find Kat. Oh, there's Damien again. Yeah. Oh, look at him. You seeing him? Look at him. Look. Oh. That's right, Tuxie, you were late to seeing him yesterday, and how lucky you are to be seeing him right now. Looking at him makes me lightheaded. I like him so much. Oh. I don't dare voice him because I have a voice for him in my head that is nothing near what I could emulate. Oh. And good morning to you too, Damien. Freya, don't mind him. I understand that he's killed so many people, and from the dream flashbacks, he was probably in charge of our lives before all of this. Very controlling, willing to execute anyone who gets in his way, doesn't value human life at all. But also, look at him. He looks like not only would he sell my organs, but he actually has buyers lined up for any he needs to get rid of real quick. Damien was just telling me the news. Your ratings are doing really well so far. At this rate, I really think you'll make it out of here. That's great news. Oh? Worried about jumping the shark? Oh, we need to keep on growing and growing? Oh, that sounds just like an entrepreneur. Oh, that intense gaze. God. Just look at these two. Oh God, I am bi. Help me. Help me. I'll talk to you later, Damien. Sorry about him. He can be a little mean sometimes. He can be a little bit mean to me anytime he wants. A murder threat is a little mean, and he can be a little mean to me as much as he wants. We are bi, Comrade Tuxie. Anyway, you ready for your last date with Scarlet? It's just this last date, then tomorrow it'll be the final ceremony. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Fantastic, then we'll start filming right away. Good luck, Freya, you'll need it. Thanks, Kat, I owe you one. It's time for my last date with Scarlet. He found Scarlet in the same place I met her. She was engrossed in a book with a pile of books next to her. Oh God, the flashbacks. They looked worn as if they'd been read over and over through the years. Hey there, Scarlet. What you reading? Hi, Freya. Just an old fairy tale. Really? I'm surprised you'd read something that would throw science out the window. I'm a woman of varied interests. Oh, a woman after my own heart. I quite like these stories, especially this one. Which one are you reading? It's called The Princess of Averanda. Oh, the one that Kat was reading yesterday. Really, it's silly. I doubt you'd be interested in. Try me. I smiled at her. She smiled back at me in kind. Okay. I don't see why not. Aww. Scarlet, that's a manga. Scarlet, you can't fool me. That's a graphic novel. There's this young girl, Nera, who was the princess of a kingdom of Averanda, which was far, far away from civilization. Is this a metaphor? Unlike other princesses before her, she had no time for politicking or parties. She spent all her time building all sorts of gadgets for her family and her friends. Like a robot dog that would eat the vegetables they didn't want to eat. Oh, I gotta try my hand at this sometime. Scarlet giggled like a child. Nera has a blissfully happy childhood. She even falls in love with a commoner named Aloria. Although her kingdom would never approve of their relationship, Nera and Aloria would never fail to see each other in secret. Every night by the crooked trees in the western forests. But those days don't last. One day, her mother, the queen, is taken by a witch, never to be seen again, and Nera is forced to become queen at the age of 16. In her mother's absence, Nera does her best to lead the kingdom, and for years it prospers. She's like no other leader they'd had before. I'm not like other princesses. But secretly she wants to leave. As a queen, she has no more time for the things or people that she loved with all her heart. She cries every night alone, but she knows she can't. Too much responsibility falls on her. Then one night, Nera is cursed by the same witch that took her mother and forgets everything. Her name, her family, her kingdom. Everything except for Aloria and the desire to leave. Ah, I see. So it's like very much a metaphor. I see. Oh, how can we apply this? And so she leaves, and no one in the village ever sees her again. I won't bore you with the rest of the story, but thanks for listening till now. No, you can't just leave us on a cliffhanger. Oh, come on, believe me, Scarlet, I want to hear this to the end, especially since you like it so much. I looked deep in her eyes, and I could tell just how much she loved this story. But thank you for the gifts, Viv. Thank you. Welcome, Viv. Viv, what do you think of this cute girl? I think she's really good. Well, there's really not much left, but... Well, Nera and Aloria live a wonderful life in a neighboring kingdom for many years. Marry her right now? I will, Viv. But one day she remembers everything and rushes home worrying for her people. When she gets there, she sees her people have been ruled by the very same witch who took her memory, and that her people no longer prosper the way they did under her rule. In anger, Nera confronts the witch on the border of Avaronda. The witch takes off her cowl, revealing herself to be Nera's mother, the Lost Queen. What the heck? Nera's mother gives her an ultimatum. She can return to ruling the kingdom, but she can never leave again. Or she can leave now and never come back. Well, and that's where the story ends. You never get to know what choice Nera makes. Why do you like this? That's quite the cliffhanger. Is this like a variation of The Princess or the Tiger? For those unfamiliar with that, it's that, this commoner and this princess were, lovers, and one day the king found out and disapproved. But, no wait, not a commoner, I think that it was a knight, and that's why the king couldn't just, execute him right off the bat. So, anyway, the guy was, sentenced to, like, pick one of two doors. He doesn't know what's in each one. If he picks, the wrong one, then he gets eaten by a tiger. But if he picks the right one, then he sees a lovely noble lady who he has to marry, as a reward, you see. Because he wouldn't defend a noble lady, would he? And the noble lady is the princess's rival in all things. The princess really doesn't like her. And again, the guy doesn't know what's behind either of the doors, but the princess sitting beside the king's side does know. And she nudges him towards a door. But before he opens it, he stops. He doesn't know if the princess wants him to live a long life by another woman's side, by the side of a woman who she hates, or if she'd rather him die on the spot. And that's where that ends. I'm not very good at telling it, but I guess? Is that what this is referencing? I want to know what happens next. Was it the lady or the tiger? And I mean, wouldn't the best option to be to, take the throne and marry Aloria anyway? Because after a wicked queen, I'm sure that the people of the kingdom would have no issue with marrying a commoner. Believe me too. I'm curious, what would you do in Nera's shoes? Stay? I think I'd stay. Why's that? I mean, I can't just let my people suffer like that. But I would never let Agloria go. I'd find a way to make it work. You're a real romantic, aren't you? I love this story ever since I lost my memories. Ah, that's right, Scarlet could relate to it too. I'm sure I don't have a kingdom or anything, but sometimes you wonder, Yeah, I get the same feeling too. That's just life, you know? You just have to keep moving forward. Yeah, you're right. I'm really happy that you're the one I get to move forward with, Freya. Me too, Scarlet. There's no one else I'd rather be with right here, right now. And speaking of right now, there's somewhere I want to bring you. Where's that? I'll give you a hint. I've been thinking about this place ever since you mentioned that you loved fairy tales. There's a restaurant here? Oh my gosh. There's turtles down here. Turtles! Little tootsies. She was practically dancing around the room, taking in all the sights. It was impossible not to smile. I figured the Ocean Palace just might be your thing. Scarlet practically jumped onto me and squeezed the life out of me in a deathly bear hug. This is wonderful, Freya. Thank you so much. Toodles! Hi, Mira! Mira, look at the pretty lady! Whoops, I missed that line of dialogue. You've made everything so special in ways I honestly couldn't believe, but you did it. And this is just the beginning, Scarlet. We're in this together. I held Scarlet and kissed her on the lips. Oh! Oh my god! On the lips? It was like an explosion of passion. It set me on fire as she kissed me back and wrapped her arms around me. That fast? Always. We looked deep into each other's eyes, then... In a split second, the room became pitch black. I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face, much less Scarlet. Yui! Freya? Looks like there's a blackout. We're gonna get Yui'd. Scarlet held my hand tight. Maybe she was afraid of the dark. I didn't have a chance to respond before I heard a rush of footsteps coming towards us in the dark. Something isn't right. Oh no. We were surrounded. Oh, not Yui? A familiar voice cut through the short silence of me holding my breath. I'm sorry, Freya. You just didn't make the cut. You've got to get out of here. Just make it quick, please. Oh god! Why? What's wrong with my ratings? I could hear the woman that voice belonged to walk away. I dashed from the table, pulling Scarlet along with me. What's going on? Just come with me, we've got to get out of... I didn't even make it 5 steps before I was tackled down and cuffed behind my back. Freya! I screamed for her to run, but they made sure no sound could escape as they pinned me to the ground. Scarlet, you've got to run! Get out of here! It was no use. Even though she was just a few feet away, I was powerless to get an inch closer. They tackled her down in a second. I heard the clink of the cuffs as they dragged her away. I struggled with everything I had to get up, to save her, to run, for what felt like an eternity. Then, nothing. Why? I woke up in an operating table, the kind you'd see in a nightmare. Blood splattered on the floor and the walls. The smell of disinfectant and rotting flesh. Oh, geez. What, are they out of preservatives? There was a nearby table littered with metal instruments that could make anyone talk. My first instinct was to get up and get off it as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Hello? Please be putting organs in. What's going on? Where am I? Scarlet, you there? All I heard back were echoes of my own screams. Wherever I was, this place must be massive. Hey, Freya. Cat was holding some kind of helmet with thick wires extruding from the back of it. Don't worry, Scarlet is doing fine. She's just taking a little nap. Cat, what's going on? You've got to help me. I was just on my date with Scarlet when everything went dark and these guys just kidnapped us and... I know, Freya. I know. She sighed. You did good, but not good enough. That's pretty much it. We weren't even finished recording the episode. Would it make you feel better to hear that you're the best one yet? I don't care. Get me out of here. At this point, there's no point explaining. She placed the helmet on my head carefully, Even if I wanted to stop her from doing so, the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please, Cat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. I just want to get out of here. I want to get back to my life, whatever it is, please. Not today, Freya. She pressed it. The sound of crashing waves. A world without time or color. I'm back. This time it's as if I'm sitting in an audience, watching myself from afar. The escape had failed. I'd been separating from her and captured. We really never had a chance, did we? I find myself praying that she's safe, if anything happened to her. For a moment, the world exploded with color. Always the hero, aren't you, Freya? What did you do to her? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you? I'm done talking. Goodbye, Freya. Oh? Huh? Oh, we were used. Our dead girlfriend is being cucked. Oh, is Damien saying that I look like a particularly eligible bachelorette? Hey, don't just lie there. 5 more minutes. It's the start of the game. You're the star of the show. You can't just sleep through it. Watch me. Oh, that's how you want to play? It's on. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Oh, my name's... Can't remember my name? Who knows, it might be for the better. Luckily, we've got your name on file, Freya. Oh. My name's Kat. It's nice to meet you. You're the star of our new show, Find Love or Die Trying. Let me get you up to speed. We're the first and only suitor. It's been us since the beginning. How on earth did I get into this mess? From what Kat said, I'm dead meat if I can't finish this show with a fiancé, or if the ratings aren't high enough. None of the girls on the show know the truth, and if they found out, they'd kill all of us. Why couldn't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital, like a regular drama protagonist? At least the girls seemed nice. Same girls. Allie's quite something. Something tells me she'll be hard to keep up with, and that's not just from losing a race to her in the field. Scarlett's interesting. I've still got no idea if she was trying to read the magazine or the book hiding in it. I'll figure that out later. Tara marches to the beat of her own drum. I like that. Violet's cool, but intimidating. I'm pretty sure she was about to cook one of the brothers for dinner. Are there still 5? Then there's Yui. She seems like a really sweet girl. Something about her is so familiar. She said she knew me from before. I'll have to ask her about what I was like before as soon as I can. But for now, the show must go on. And that's why Freya is the perfect soulmate for each